Interior designers always seem to have the most interesting homes. Hi everyone, Ken here. Welcome to This House. Today we are exploring the home of Henry Davis Sleeper, one of, if not the most, accomplished interior designers in American history. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an exciting episode of This House. In 1907, Henry Davis Sleeper set out to build what would become known as one of the most widely published houses of the 20th century. He had gained an outstanding reputation as an interior designer for the country's most elite, including designing the interiors of the DuPont's homes, the Chesterton House, and Winterthur. As Henry continued his search, he came across the town of Gloucester, Massachusetts. While staying at the Red Roof, he was inspired not only by the aesthetic of the building, but also by the natural beauty of the harbor. He found the perfect plot of land, offering sweeping views of Gloucester Harbor, and named his estate Beauport, in homage to the original French name for the harbor, Le Beauport. With an ideal location secured, Henry began construction on a 26-room mansion. He imported the remnants of an abandoned mansion from Essex County and began using the architectural salvage to piece together the interior. The eclectic amalgamation of architectural styles varied from twisting chimneys to belfry towers, fitting of a designer of such status to create something truly unusual and captivatingly beautiful all in its own right. As time went on, the mansion expanded to include 40 total rooms, with secret passages connecting them, each with their own special name. The Octagon Room was finished out with warm wood panels encircling blank ceilings. In the center, playing on the geometric theme of the space, was an octagonal table set on an octagonal rug. The decor was as you see here, with warm colors mixed with plants and floral motifs to complement the terracotta tones in the leather-bound books and antiques. The China trade room was made to look like the interior of a pagoda, with steeply pitched ceiling topping out at 25 feet high. The room's odd proportions were strictly inspired by a discovery Henry had made while planning his house. Robert Morris had commissioned this wallpaper to be used in his Philadelphia mansion, but it was never installed. Henry purchased it and designed the room to the dimensions of the available wallpaper. He also filled it with fine Chinese porcelains which he had collected over the years. Henry had many collections, including amethyst glass, which he proudly displayed in a window, allowing a soft pink light to flow over the glossy wood finishes. The pine kitchen was made to be a homey space, with low ceilings bearing exposed beams and 2 oversized chairs comfortably placed by the hearth. To bring color into an otherwise monochromatic room, Henry introduced colorful textiles and pottery to rest on the wide plank floors. Standing in stark contrast was the Paul Revere room, with dramatic black roofs and red accents. The quasi-Gothic room was flooded with natural light, creating a dynamic balance in its color scheme. Having enjoyed nearly 3 decades in the house, Henry passed away in 1934, having never made a will. The courts decided to pass Beauport along to his brother Stephen, who simply could not afford the maintenance of a mansion. He then sold it to Helena Woolworth, an heiress to the F.W. Woolworth fortune, and her husband, Charles McCann, who had recently purchased the F.W. Woolworth mansion at an auction, which we explored in our previous video. Helena approached the property's acquisition with an eye for preservation. She was fond not only of the eclectic architecture, but also of Henry's collection of antiques and art. She retained most of the furnishings and decor, but made a few changes to the Chinese trade room to better suit her own collection of Chinese Chippendale furniture and porcelains. Upon the deaths of Helena and Charles, Beauport passed to their adult children, who were also keen to historic preservation. They made the joint decision to donate not only the house, but all of its antiques, furnishings, and art to historic New England. Since 1947, it has been open to the public for tours. While some of the outbuildings have been converted to better suit the museum's operations, the interior of the main home is almost exactly how it appeared when Henry passed away. If you have ever visited this home, I would love to hear about your experience down below in the comments section. And while you're there, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an exciting episode of This House. I would also like to thank our This House supporters whose names you can see on screen right now. These videos are made possible in part by viewers like you. If you would like to show your support and see your name on the screen, please join our membership program today. I'll see you next time on This House.